Welcome to another tech video. Today we're going to be upgrading the memory in this Lenovo Ideapad 320. So it's for a client of ours who is going to be working from home, just moving out of the office, but she's only going to be using her own personal laptop. Unfortunately, it's only got 4 gig of memory in, and they want to run some accounting software on there. Unfortunately, 4 gig just isn't enough, basically. So we're going to upgrade it to 8 gig. We're going to give it another 4 gig of memory, and we're going to take you along for the ride of it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this is the device. It's a Lenovo Ideapad 320 Core i5 machine with 1 terabyte drive. Right, so here we've got the device. The whole back panel's got to come off on this unit. So let's get started. So the tools that you're going to need are a small Phillips screwdriver, which we've got here, and let's have a look what else we're going to need. And then our prizer tools so that we can get in there. So what have we got on the bottom? We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 screws to remove. Oh, that one's a bit loose, so take all of these out. These should also all be the same size, but if there aren't, then we just need to remember which ones the smaller screws are. So let's take those two out because they're all the same size. That's good. So let's get the CD drive out, which is this screw here, and that should allow us to prise this out. There we go. There's no CD unit in there, but there is a blanking plate. All of these screws, probably just as well as having a memory upgrade, because most of these screws are completely loose. So it'll give us a good opportunity to tighten it back down. While we've got the cover off, we can also have a look to see what other upgrade options are available. Okay, so that is all of the screws out. Next thing is trying to work out where we can actually get in to this unit, and I think the easiest place is going to be on the front here. So let's see if we can get something in the front panel, or maybe around the back. Yeah, around the back. Okay, there we go. So once you've got your prizer tool in and the first clip comes out, it's just a matter of gently easing up the other clips, making sure that you don't break the retaining holes or the clips. Change that there. Okay, I'll go around the back. Again, releasing the clips. There we go. So you don't want to rush this. You want to make sure that the clips come out easily. Right. There we go. Okay. So this has got some nice upgrade options available to it. So we've got our battery here. No, obviously, CD drive tray. Let's just bring that down so you can have a look. We could swap out this 2 terabyte mobile hard disk for a SSD drive, which would certainly improve the performance of the unit. Okay, so in terms of memory and what's on here, there is 4 gig that is non-removable, so that's part of the main board, and we can add another 4 gig stick here. So this is what we will be doing today. So we've got 4 gig DDR4 19200 SO-DIMM, so this is compatible with this unit. So the way that we put this in is make sure that the hole and the slots, make sure the slots are lined up with the pegs, and then that goes into the side, pushes down and locks into place like that. So that's all there is to that upgrade. What else have we got here? So here we've got our DVD CD drive area. So we could you can get an adapter bracket where you can mount a disc into this, and that will slot into the SATA connection there. It's a mini SATA connector, so you just need to make sure that you've got the relevant adapter on there to be able to fit that. In terms of anything else, that's pretty much it in terms of the upgrade. You can add up to 16 gig memory chip in here, so it will take a maximum of I think 20 gig, so 4 gig plus the 16 gig chip there, and that's pretty much it. What I personally would do on any laptop nowadays is to change out the spinning hard disk for an SSD drive. You get much better performance from that. Okay, so that's all there is to fitting that memory chip. So now what we need to do is to get the cover back on. And to do that, it's just a matter of repositioning it, making sure it all clips into place, like so. And then we can reattach the screws. Just going to go around, make sure it is all clipped in nicely before we do that. And then we're going to put our drive blanking plate back in. Let's move that up like that. And we'll give the screws a good tighten down this time to make sure that none get removed, none fall out in the next few months. Now the reason that we're doing a RAM upgrade on here is mainly because there's only 4 gig in this device, but the client wants to run some accounting software on here, and it needs six. Well, the machine needs to have 8 gig basically to be able to run it properly. 4 gig is not sufficient nowadays to run Windows and potentially heavy memory use applications. So if you are sourcing a machine nowadays, the minimum that they should come with really is 8 gig of memory. So this one's obviously a few years old. One of the cheaper model laptops where they only give you 4 gig of memory. I've no idea what the processor is in here. Okay, that's it all back together. Now the next thing that we always do, as part of any upgrade, is we give the machine a good clean. Let's take that out there. The sticker's a bit lost its stickiness. So all we're doing is we're giving it a wipe over with an antibacterial wipe. I'm going to do the inside as well. We always do this, and we make sure that the unit is nice and clean before it goes back to clients. Okay, seem to switch that on, which is okay. You might say, well, why are you using a wet antibacterial wipe on the screen? Well, it's a pretty much sealed unit, so actually it's okay to do that. You just don't want to have anything that's got sort of chemicals in or anything like that. And antibacterial wipes are okay to use. You just have to be careful, not press too hard, and that will take all the fingerprints off for you. Give it a particular wipe around the edge of the bezel. Okay, that's that. We're just going to make sure that this boots up correctly. Okay, so what we're doing is we're just going into the BIOS, so we'll just bring this down a little bit to make sure that actually we're now getting the correct reported system memory. So it's a Core i5 7200U running at 2.5 gigahertz, and we've now got our 8 gig of memory in there. So that's all there is to it. A nice, fairly easy job to do today. We will return this back to the customer, who will, I'm sure, be extremely happy that they can now use their accounting software. So if you found that video useful, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Just want to say thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.